This is the very first AMOLED display from the POCO M series. Hey guys, it's Retired Mary and welcome back to our channel. So another day, another smartphone na naman tayo at ang pag-uusapan nga natin is yung bagong launch na POCO M4 Pro. Actually, hindi lang itong POCO M4 Pro ang kanilang nilaunch but also the new POCO X4 Pro 5G. As of now, ito muna ang ating pag-uusapan. Grabe naman din talaga ang mga pasabog ni Xiaomi, kasi kamakailan lang kung maaalala nyo, they just launch yung kanilang Note series and ito na nga tayo, meron naman tayong bagong mga POCO smartphones. Inside the smaller box, syempre nandito yung ating panundot, yung ating clear jelly case na may malaking cutout, at syempre yung ating Paperworks. We got the Power Black colorway, but available din naman siya guys in the color yellow. Yung pagka-yellow ng box na to, ganun din guys. Pero hindi ako sigurado kung magkakaroon tayo ng yellow here in the Philippines. Mamaya natin pag-usapan yung design ng POCO M4 Pro. Tingnan muna natin ano pang nasa ilalim ng box. Actually, yun na pala yun. 33W Pro fast charging power brick at ang ating USB Type-C to USB Type-A charging cable. Again, we got the Power Black colorway. Medyo smudge magnet lang yung ating device. Again, halata rin naman sa video natin ngayon na may pagka-glossy yung kanyang likod. I know, no? I'm not sure lang with the other colors katulad nga ng yellow and blue kung may pagka-glossy din yung kanilang back finish. At alam ko, ang una nyo naman talagang napansin dito sa ating POCO M4 Pro is yung kanyang camera setup. It's a very Mi 11 Ultra. Ganito yung design natin sa kanya. But of course, yung Mi 11 Ultra kasi guys, meron siyang display at the back. But with this POCO M4 Pro, it's all cameras lang and yung kanyang branding na POCO. Kung hindi nyo may imagine yung predecessor ng POCO M4 Pro, I'll be showing na lang a few clips. Pa-horizontal ang ating camera setup doon. Manipis lang din unlike this one. Also, just to give you a quick throwback, ito ay yung POCO M4 Pro 5G that was released last year lang, And then, ito naman yung ating POCO M4 Pro na bagong labas ngayon. So, yes, medyo similar rin naman sila ng itsura. Yun nga lang, yung last year's 5G version is matte black. If I were to describe the back finish of the POCO M4 Pro, I wouldn't say naman na sobrang laki ng kanyang changes, pero malaki na ngayon ng ating camera setup. It's not that protruding naman dahil hindi masyadong kataasan yung kanyang camera housing, which is why kapag nakalay flat yung ating smartphone sa isang flat surface katulad nito, hindi po siya magwa-wobble at hindi siya magiging maingay. So okay lang, wala naman akong problema guys sa kanyang camera setup. And then yung flat sides naman ng POCO M4 Pro, alam ko medyo nauuso ngayon yung very iPhone style, Very sharp edges. It's not the thing here sa POCO M4 Pro natin, pero I would say na medyo mas naging flat nga siya as compared to last year's POCO M3 Pro. So yes, it's not as curved as before, pero not as flat as the iPhones. It's also very comfortable to hold, probably because guys, hindi kabigatan yung ating device, weighing at 179.5 grams. On the lower part of the phone, nandito yung ating microphone, USB Type-C port at ang ating speaker grill. On top yung ating headphone jack, isa pang speaker, IR blaster, and of course, the secondary mic. So yup, same sentiments pa rin naman ako when it comes to the headphone jack guys. Okay lang naman, meron tayo, pero medyo awkward lang ang ating placement sa kanya. But in fairness maganda ang sound output natin sa POCO M4 Pro. Very comparable sa in-offer sa atin ng bagong Redmi Note 11. It has great audio output for its price. Ngayon, magtutungo na tayo sa kanyang display. Actually, ito yung pinagmamalaki ni POCO ngayon. Dahil, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina guys, this is their very first POCO smartphone na merong AMOLED display. Sa mga hindi masyadong familiar sa ating POCO M series, Ito yung kanilang budget lineup sa Poco. And then for the X series, ito naman yung medyo higher-end mid-range devices nila. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal na magkaroon tayo ng isang AMOLED display sa kanilang M series. We're also getting 90Hz displays before, but not really AMOLED display. Kaya talaga namang natuwa din ako in fairness. Para sa akin guys, based on my early experience, very decent naman ang kanyang refresh rate and okay siya in terms of brightness. Nagpa-pop din ng kanyang colors and the details are very sharp throughout. Probably my best experience din for a display sa tanang buhay ko ng pagre-review ng Poco M series. Yung bezels natin sa kanya, quite similar pa rin naman sa ating previous Poco M3 Pro. It's what we usually then get guys sa ating mga budget phones these days. By the way then guys, we are getting a Corning Gorilla Glass protection sa ating pinaka display for the Poco M4 Pro, which is good actually, pero wag na tayo mag-expect na may Corning Gorilla Glass protection din at the back because obviously guys, it's made of polycarbonate plastic based on how it looks and how it feels. Although, yun nga lang sa pagkakaalam ko guys, yung predecessor niya, it supports Widevine L1 DRM out of the box. And itong Poco M4 Pro natin ngayon ay hindi na. Another great improvement para sa ating Poco M4 Pro bukod sa pagkakaroon, of course, ng isang magandang AMOLED Full HD Plus display is yung ating camera setup. From 48 megapixels to 50 megapixels, now meron na tayong 64 megapixels as its main camera. Aside from this, meron din tayong 8 megapixels ultra-wide at 2 megapixels macro camera at huling-huli ang ating front camera ay 16 megapixels naman. So, totoo lang, hindi madaling maghanap ng kompletong or should we say sulit na camera setup sa isang budget device. Bibihirang-bibihira to guys, or once in a blue moon lang natin itong mai-experience. Hindi man natin to ma-achieve, sana makakuha tayo ng, of course, bagong smartphones na may magandang improvement compared doon sa sinundan niyang smartphone. And I think that is what the Poco M4 Pro did. Bukod sa, of course, level up na main camera, nag-level up din ng ating selfie camera. Yung default camera application natin guys, it's your typical MIUI na kung saan pwede tayong mag-switch between modes by swiping to the left and right. In fairness naman sa mga photos natin guys, it does a good job of balancing yung ating light and dark. And yung color reproduction natin guys is okay din naman. Wala rin akong na-experience na lag between switching ultra-wide and the main camera. Yung macro mode natin, I would say, hindi siya nag-improve pero okay lang. It's not like I use it that much. Ang kinatuwa ko dito, may ultra-wide camera na tayo na hinahanap-hanap ko sa Poco M3 Pro 5G noon. Okay yung mga output photos ng Poco M4 Pro overall, lalo na yung ating mga night mode. Pasado na at pwedeng-pwede for everyday use. Kung gusto niyo ng medyo mas impressive na photos, syempre kailangan din nating mag-invest in a more expensive smartphone. Same as last year's, meron pa rin tayong 1080p resolution and 30 FPS. Passable din ng results ng ating video katulad ng ating mga sample photos. I mean, alam ko namang gusto natin ng 4K resolution. Sino bang hindi? Kasi syempre 1080p lang din yung binigay sa atin ng Note 11. But then again, sometimes we really can't have it all, ano? Anyway, when it comes to battery and charging, natuwa din ako dito. In fairness naman kay Poco M4 Pro, parang bawat aspeto yata ng smartphone na to may improvement. We still are getting the same 5,000 mAh of battery capacity. Pero last year kasi guys, we have 18 watt of fast charging. Today, yung ating phone, it has 33 watt Pro fast charging capability and may kasama nga siyang 33 watt Pro fast charging power brick sa box. Yun nga lang guys, I was not able to do a charging test doon sa kasamang, of course, chargers din ng Poco M4 Pro. But I'm pretty sure nag-improve yung 3 hours charging time ko last year sa M3 Pro 5G as compared to what we have now. Anyway, a phone priced at this point, in fairness guys, hindi tayo binigo ni Poco dito. So I'm guessing roughly 1 hour lang mafu-full charge natin yung phone. Balitaan ko kayo guys sa ating iba pang social media platforms kung totoo nga ito. Ngayon, usapang chipset na tayo. Alam kong ito ang inaabangan nyo guys kasi syempre it's a Poco phone. Alam nating mag-e-expect tayo ng strong performance sa kanya. Itong bagong Poco M4 Pro natin guys has the latest MediaTek Helio G96. And the unit that I have right now has 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage. Okay. When it comes to storage, guys, may in-improve din si Poco dito. We now have an option na bumili ng 8GB of RAM na merong 256GB of internal storage, which is actually good. Hindi naman tayo dapat mag-alala when it comes to storage kasi meron pa rin naman tayong expandable hanggang 1TB. Nung lumabas yung dating Poco M3 Pro 5G, medyo nawindang ang lahat. Syempre, isa yon sa pinakamurang 5G phone na pwede nating mabili that time. Pero ngayon, wala tayong 5G capability. Hindi ko alam kung ito ba ay magiging bad news or good news sa iba. Kasi syempre, kung may mga upgrades tayo, for sure this is somehow a downgrade to some. This is a bit on the subjective side. So let me know guys kung isa kayo sa mga na-disappoint or isa kayo sa mga natuwa naman kasi hindi naman din big deal sa inyo ang 5G. Dahil syempre 6GB of RAM lang yung meron yung unit na nire-review ko right now. It doesn't really have the best multitasking experience, pero I'm pretty sure matutuwa talaga dito yung mga heavy users kasi syempre mas prefer nila yung mas higher RAM. Pero even though na lower RAM variant lang yung meron ako, it's good to experience a budget phone na beyond bare minimum. So far doon sa first week na ginamit ko yung ating Poco M4 Pro, wala naman ako mga na-experience na issues with lag or touch responsiveness. And in fairness, wala ako na-experience ng overheat dito sa Poco M4 Pro, probably because of its liquid cool technology 1.0 plus. Well, speaking of this liquid technology, sa pagkakaalam ko, ito yung pinaka magaang na Poco device na na-launch ever ng, sa M-series, guys, ha. And despite that, maganda na may malaki pa rin siyang battery capacity at nagkaroon pa rin talaga sila ng space for the liquid cooling technology. Aside from this, MIUI 13 based on Android 12 na rin yung ating device. Wala naman ako na-experience so far na notification issues sa kanya. I'll be honest with you guys, hindi ako yung biggest fan when it comes to the MIUI na skin. Medyo marami rin kasi syempre yung unnecessary na applications and of course, ads. But again, if you are on the tech-savvy side, pwedeng-pwede naman tayong mag-install ng mga alternative launcher kung gusto nyo. But syempre, medyo hassle to sa iba. So, kung medyo sanay na kayo and ever since naman din ay Poco or Xiaomi na yung devices na ginagamit nyo, you'll probably get used to it by now. Anyway, ganun pa rin naman guys, meron tayong side-mounted fingerprint sensor dito sa Poco M4 Pro. It still is fast and responsive, not on the awkward side or hindi awkward ang placement ng ating mga buttons. Para sa akin, maganda yung improvements natin sa Poco M4 Pro. Kung medyo sa tingin nyo ay maganda ang Poco M3 Pro 5G last year, parang mas worth hyping up yung ating Poco M4 Pro ngayon. It's a perfectly decent, affordable phone na again, merong reliable MediaTek chipset and again, a very long-lasting and fast charging capability. Design-wise, nothing really special about it. Makikita mo or unang tingin mo pa lang, alam mo agad na isang budget phone yung tinitignan mo. Kung ikaw naman yung tipo ng tao na bumibili ng phone not because of its design, talagang ma-appreciate nyo din yung Poco M4 Pro. Sa tingin ko, hindi mahihirapan yung ating Poco M4 Pro na pumasok sa budget market dahil una sa lahat, syempre, hindi pa tayo umaabot sa kalahati ng taon. Basically, we are still in the first quarter. So, hindi pa din naman masyadong saturated as of the moment ang ating mga budget devices. Pangalawa, I think it's the other brands na mahihirapan to compete the Poco M4 Pro. Unless, of course, they have a better offer katulad ng pagkakaroon ng additional 5G connectivity na wala itong device. Pero sa tingin ko, hindi pa rin nawawala ang kupas ni Poco. They still know how to make a good and affordable smartphone. So, yep, I think the Poco M4 Pro is a phone that can be enjoyed by everyone. Syempre, depende na lang ito kung uulitin ko, importante sa'yo ang 5G. But overall, I don't see anything wrong with this phone. Let me know guys kung ano naman ang masasabi nyo din dito sa bagong device ng Poco. Again, it's Ritagan Mary and see you on our next video. Bye guys!